Rick Davis is Senator McCain's campaign manager, and David Axelrod is the Obama campaign's chief strategist. Mr. Davis, good morning. Let's begin with you. Let me read you a portion of the statement you released where it says, Barack Obama has played the race card, and he's played it from the bottom of the deck. It's divisive, negative, shameful, and wrong. What jumps out at me here, Mr. Davis, is that Barack Obama has made similar statements to this in the past, so why jump up and cry foul now?
Well, I think, first of all, it's the first time that we've been in a situation where we've been one-on-one in a contest with Barack Obama. Secondly, he made these statements 3 different times the night before. And, we just felt it was time to protect our candidate and really call out the Obama campaign and Barack Obama himself, because he's the one who levels the charge directly at John McCain. And we thought that was inappropriate.
You say that, although this could turn out to be one of those dicey moments, Mr. Davis, where, depending on your perspective, some people might listen to Senator Obama's comment and say, yeah, you know what, that is playing the race card. Others might listen to your statement or read your statement and listen to the comments of Senator McCain and say, no, that's where we're playing the race card. So could this turn out to be a pox on both your houses?
Look, I'm reacting to what the Barack Obama campaign did yesterday. We were reacting to what Barack Obama himself said about John McCain. And I think we were perfectly within our rights to protect our candidate and to point out that we're not going to lay down for these kinds of tactics. And I think that was fair. We'll let the chips fall where they may when it comes to how people perceive this. But we are not going to let anybody paint John McCain, who's fought his entire life for equal rights for everyone, to be able to be tainted as racist. We've seen this happen before, and we're not going to let it happen to us.
I guess what also jumps out is here we are for the second straight day. We're talking about negativity in this campaign. Of course, we talked about the campaign ad that John McCain released a couple of days ago, the one comparing Barack Obama to Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. And I guess a lot of people are worrying out loud that here we go again. Here's a campaign going down the same road as political campaigns have gone in the past. And is that really what people want in this year of so-called change?
Well, Matt, we didn't draw first blood. I mean, this campaign has been rough and tumble since the day Barack Obama got his nomination. And we've withered under the attacks of the Obama campaign on a daily basis. Barack Obama himself, from his stage every night, attacks John McCain, and we feel like it's time to make sure that we contrast. This ad, which is an important part of our campaign, contrasts John McCain and Barack Obama on the issue of drilling and the issue of raising taxes on energy. We're against those things. We're for drilling. We're against raising taxes, and Barack Obama is the opposite. We think it's fair game to point those things out.
All right, Rick Davis, thanks very much. Let's turn now to David Axelrod, who's the chief strategist for Senator Barack Obama's campaign. David, good morning to you.
Good morning, Matt.
And let's read from what Senator Obama said. So nobody really thinks that Bush or McCain have real answers to the challenges we face. So what they're going to try to do is make you scared of me. He's not patriotic enough. He's got a funny name. He doesn't look like all those other presidents on those dollar bills. He's risky. He can get up there and say they're going to make me sound too liberal or too risky. But when he says they're going to say, I don't look like all those other presidents, why isn't that a direct reference to race?
Matt, you have to take what he said in totality. And by the way, you said you can interpret it any which way. He said it to a crowd in rural Missouri, 99% white. There were all kinds of press there. Nobody reported it as a racial comment. Nobody certainly said what Rick Davis just said, that he called John McCain a racist. The only time this became an issue was when Rick Davis and their campaign decided to kick it up and make it a racial issue, and that's exactly what they've been running
David,
a negative campaign for weeks.
What does the comment mean? If it's not a direct reference to race, what does it mean?
What he was saying, and he does this in a self-mocking way. Look, I know I'm not from central casting when it comes to presidents of the United States. I'm new. I'm relatively young. I haven't spent my life in Washington, and yes, I'm African American, and that's going to be some fodder. But it was not in no way intended or taken by the crowd or the media there in the way that the McCain campaign has portrayed it. This comes the day after that ridiculous ad in which they try and compare him to Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. And then John McCain said yesterday he's proud of that ad.
Right. As long as you bring that ad up.
It's a phenomenal thing to say.
Well, I talked to Rick Davis about that ad, so let's stay on that for 1 second.
Yes.
It occurred to me, it was a negative ad, there's no question about it. Mr. Davis said it's about offshore drilling and taxes, yet the images of Britney Spears and Paris Hilton come first in that ad. But I'm curious from your point of view, David, this seemed to be a pretty good opportunity to stay above the fray in this campaign of change. Why go negative in return?
Well, look, we're not going negative in return. We're refuting the charges that were made there, which every newspaper in the country has refuted. We're not proposing raising taxes on energy, and if we are, it refers to a tax and a cap and trade thing on energy that John McCain himself supports, a cap and trade system. So, every newspaper in the country has called the ad false, baseless. Factcheck.org denounced the ad as untrue. And so we have to respond to that. But that's quite different than injecting race into the election in the way they did.
David Axelrod. David, thank you for your time this morning as well.
Good to be
I
with you,
appreciate
man.
it.